Baby, ladies and gentlemen, I'm officially welcoming you to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku. Tell a friend that the Evening Rush has commenced. So we're going to be doing something a little bit quite different today, or it's what we used to do before, but a lot of you were like, I beg, give us update of what is going on in the country. We don't want to step down everything, but we're going to step down. I want to step down. This weather is too cold. This weather is too cold. We need advice on how to get ourselves warm. We need advice. All right, welcome. It's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Basically, on the Evening Rush, we get to give you updates of happenings across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. And beyond giving you the update, we have a comprehensive analysis of these issues from a well-informed perspective. The idea is to properly reorient us and keep ourselves intellectually edified and aware of happenings in the country. And let me not lie to you, a lot is actually happening in the country. We will discuss it, not to create any form of divisiveness or discontent, but we're bringing our situations to limelight, and possibly they're listening to us for something to be done. So today intends to be quite insightful and interesting, and I do hope that you get yourself glued to your radio sets or whatever it is you're going to be using to listen to us today. Now, if you want to virtually be part of the conversation, go onto YouTube, type VOP903 FM. Okay, that is our YouTube channel, VOP903 FM. You can virtually be part of the conversation. So anywhere you are in the world, you're not left out on what will be discussed this evening. So Nigeria's fiscal position has improved in recent months. However, in homes and markets across the country, hardship still runs deep. The National Bureau of Statistics recently announced that Nigeria's gross domestic product stood at 372.8 trillion naira in 2024, following a rebasing of the economy. The exchange rate of 1,530 naira to the dollar, that translates to $243 billion. That was 29.9% higher than the International Monetary Fund estimate of $187.6 billion. The new data reflects a shift in the base year used to calculate GDP from 2010 to 2019. It expands the scope of measurement to include fast-growing sectors such as fintech, the digital economy, and informal businesses. Now, despite the positive outlook in the fiscal position for many Nigerians, these gains remain quite illusionary. Let me give you an instance. You don't see this improvement. That's what a lot of Nigerians are saying. They talk about improvement. They talk about the outlook. The president recently told us that the economy is rising fast, is growing better, and it looks good. Unfortunately, that is not the situation. It is good numbers on paper, but near empty plates. So let me just give you this particular live information, right? I went to the market recently to buy beef. Before, when you buy beef and there is too much fat on the beef, you tell them to please cut it out and discard it. There are persons that actually come to take that beef at a very cheaper rate. They used to sell it to their animals, especially those who keep home pets like dogs or cats or whatever. But do you know now, no aspect of the beef is being thrown away. So if you come and you cannot afford the red beef, you can literally buy the fat, and it's not as cheap as it used to be. You'll see people haggling to price beef for as low as 2,000 naira. They can't even give it to you. They wouldn't sell it to you. It has gotten that bad. People can no longer afford protein. No protein. That is, you want to buy protein in your meal. People can't afford it. I saw a very particular content where somebody bought fish, like 2 frozen fish, and was trying to cook 3 different pots of soup. Maybe one egusi, the other one is unubu, and the other one is okra. And then the person sliced that one fish in almost 20 pieces, very tiny. The same thing with the other one. So you put it all through the different pots of soup. After all, now fish, it's protein, so it shall enter inside. But the thing is, the reality is this: whatever it is the government is telling us, that's not what the outlook is actually giving us. That's not what we're seeing. The reality in the market is the fact that the buying power has reduced. Indeed, like the president said during the campaign, he has actually reduced the purchasing power, and obviously the tax net has been widened. And I don't know how they intend to refocus or rechannel their energy in ensuring that these things are curbed as soon as possible. Another thing to also consider is the state of insecurity in the country. So the Chief of Defense Staff recently said a lot about insecurity in the country. He said that the 2027 upcoming elections is one of the reasons why we're experiencing the surge in insecurity. So, for example, you know that on Monday, 34 worshippers were killed in a mosque in Unguwar Mantau community of Malamfashi local government area of Katsina State. Now, that's not the only place as well. We've had recent killings on a daily basis in states, especially Plateau and Benue, in fact, specifically Benue. Now, the recent one is Kwara. In the northern region as well, it's a volatile spot, is a hot spot of insecurity. Now, criminals, both bandits and terrorists, are apparently working together, and the common goal is to make money and destabilize communities. And he also disclosed that there is also some political angle to everything. In fact, he said some individuals don't want peace because when there is peace, the government is seen to be doing well. When there is no peace, the government is seen to be failing. So, in other words, most of the insecurity in the country is politically motivated. So, again, he disclosed that terrorism continues to thrive in Nigeria due to local and foreign funding. So, the Attorney General of the Federation, the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the Department of State Services, and the National Intelligence Agency, according to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, are being tracked. These terror financiers are being tracked. However, that there are legal hurdles which has slowed down the process of naming them. For example, he noted that the identification of international collaborations and foreign funding of terrorism, assuring that the links indeed are being tracked, but he has a serious problem with the judiciary. It says it has to do with the legal system. Sometimes legal intercepts you, take it to court, and it's knocked out for one reason or the other. Again, we have to review our legal system because some of the punishments and prosecutions are slow and inadequate. For example, he says, sometimes you take evidence to court and it is knocked out for one reason or another. Punishments are slow and inadequate. We need to unbundle our legal system, make it faster and more stringent. Once people know they can get away with anything, impunity sets in. He said, for example, in the South, we arrest vessels. They pay peanuts and the vessels return. That's why we resorted to bombing them through environmental concerns, but that has brought more peace than allowing the legal bottlenecks to continue. He also talked about the instability in the Sahel region, pointing to open markets for arms and ammunition in neighboring countries and Nigeria's porous 4,000-kilometer border. However, warning Nigerians to avoid being hospitable to foreigners. He says there are many infiltrators. They pose as brothers and sisters but end up as threats. Libya, since Libya fell, that the Sahel has been open. You can buy any weapon in those markets. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are also unstable. Everybody is interested in Nigeria because it is rich and large. And the problem is that Nigerians open their doors too easily. Boko Haram started like that, welcoming strangers who later became monsters, and that we must not allow foreigners to take an inch of our land. Ladies and gentlemen, there's quite a lot to unpack from what he has unraveled. But the basic thing here, he said, is that our judicial system is a kind of a culprit to the impunity of these individuals. In other words, is he telling us that our judicial system is aiding and abetting terrorism with how slow they take up with cases? He said they've even asked for special courts, and those special courts have not been granted. Now, the Chief of Defense Staff is not the only person spilling such. The former Chief of Army Staff, Tuku Buratai, is also telling us as well that the insecurity in Nigeria is politically sponsored, politically motivated, and obviously our borders. He's saying the same thing, though, with the Chief of Defense Staff. So if it is politically motivated, are you telling us that you don't know the names of this person and that you need some legal backing to name these individuals? I just want to understand that you need legal backing to name these individuals. Are you not also fending and protecting these persons because of the fact that you're from a certain region? It's what we don't get. If it were from other regions, you will name their names, you would tell us who they are, you would even give a press conference on who is financing them. So why is it difficult for you guys, after all these years, to name those who are financing these individuals, who they are, and their links? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be expecting Mr. Lawal Ekundai later in the program, but I have with us here again today, this evening, Barrister Darlington Agumor. Barrister Darlington, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay, Stan. You?
I am fine. It's a cold Friday.
Yeah, you need it.
We need the code.
You need it.
I need the code. You don't need the code.
I understand you're a warm-blooded animal.
You're not warm-blooded.
No, I'm cold.
You're cold-blooded.
I'm hot-blooded animal.
Then me, I'm what? Warm.
Yeah, you're warm.
So you that you're hot-blooded, you don't need the code. But me that is warm-blooded, I need the code.
It's a nice combination.
Barrister Darlington, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, my dear. How are you?
I am fine.
Good.
Barrister Darlington, wahala deal.
Yeah.
The ports are empty, but the president is telling us that the economy is picking up. Things are expensive, but the administration is telling us that it's stabilizing, and that the economy is looking good, with the recent report from the IMF and what World Trade Organization president recently said. That's what they're basing on. So are they actually isolated from the reality of what is on ground, or their aides are not going to the markets or feeling the pulse of Nigerians, listening to their complaints on a daily basis?
With the avalanche of special assistant Tinubu has, I expect him to know firsthand what is going on with his administration.
Okay.
There should be no speculation or guesswork here. He should know, because that was why he appointed those people. So if he now come and tell me that he didn't know, like Buhari, remember Buhari? When at the end of the day, he was telling us that he was not aware. He didn't know. Everything that happened under his watch, he said he didn't know. We don't want another excuse like that. Tinubu is well aware of what is going on. It's just that he doesn't know what to do. It's as simple as that. He does not know what to do. What Tinubu is interested in is in winning 2027 election. And that is why governance have been taken to the back burner. I don't think he's interested in working on this economy. I don't think so. But when it comes to how he win election, he's very good at that. He knows how to plot the graph, how to position things and all that. And that, coming to tell us now that the economy, he just want to divert your attention. And that's a fact. Because for somebody who claimed to have prepared for this office for over 30 years, he should know everything that's going on under his watch. He should know. Take, for example, any NPC where is the Minister of Petroleum. Has he ever come out to tell you what's going on there? With all the humongous corruption that is going on there, has he ever come out to admit that, yes, something is wrong here? Rather, he told you he will not probe anybody. So with all these things, I don't need anybody to come and tell me that Tinubu is not aware, or nobody telling him what is going on, when he's well aware. It's just that he doesn't know what to do. Because of political correctness, he doesn't want to offend his appointees. He doesn't want to offend them. That's why they're having a feed day. Look at FCT Minister, Wike. With what is coming out from there. Look at how Tinubu and Bayo Ononuga and all his, all the aides. Look at how they just kept quiet. Look at how they kept quiet. Are you telling me that Tinubu is not aware of these things that are coming out from Wike? These are issues. So he's not ready to work on this economy. Everything he's telling us now is just to divert attention and to say, yes, after all, the president told you that things are picking up. What he told you, is that what is on ground? They will tell all the lies to make themselves look good, present a good image. But it's left for you, Nigerian, to know or to ask yourself, this thing they are telling us, is it true? You don't even need to go to the market. When they say market forces will tell you what is wrong with the economy. You don't need to manufacture lies there. The market, the way things are happening in the market will tell you whether this economy is working or not. And so, When the president comes to tell you a different thing, you now know that the man is telling you lies. He just wants you to look good. That's all. So any other thing that he's telling me now, I will never listen until Tinubu and APC took us back to where they met us in 2015. When we bought a bag of rice at 8,000 naira. Some people are saying it cannot happen again. Why can't it happen again?
The problem a lot of Nigerians are having is that the money is not circulated. It's isolated, or it's kept like amongst themselves.
Yes.
There are talks that some of the borrowings that are being done is basically to finance the 2027 general elections. Is that possible? You still have about almost 16 months to go before 2027, right?
Yes.
18, 16, 18 months. And there's a lot to do there in terms of governance and administration. Would you all just be strategizing and planning ahead of 2027? You have on several occasions displayed the fact that you are confident that no other political party can upstage you. You're confident in your preparedness, you're confident in the loyalists that you have for 2027. So why not focus on the core mandate, which is delivering to the people?
If you check, APC know that they have failed as a ruling party. They know, they are aware. That's why they are preparing ahead of time to tidy up all the loose ends, to make sure that there's no mistake. Because they already know that if truth be told, they didn't win that election in 2023. They know from what is coming out now from their own camp, their APC members. So they don't want any mistake or any leakage. So they have started early to patch up all those places that will give them a bad result. That's why they started very early, and everything is being taken care of. Esther, you don't know how much these people are preparing for this election. I am not joking. You don't know how they are preparing seriously. That's why they started the campaign early enough. They are prepared seriously. So is it not somebody who has failed that will do this kind of fire brigade approach, panic measure? Whenever the opposition cough, they will panic. Whenever the opposition want to hold a meeting, they will panic. If you are confident of yourself and what you are, you don't even need to bother yourself. Your work will speak for you at the end of the day. But not APC, not APC. They are literally buying Nigerians to come into their fold. I mean, buying Nigerians, buying them with money.
Let's look at this. For example, former President Jonathan has been more all smile. There are revisitation of the northern edits, the northern extraction, for Jonathan to declare his intention to campaign. In 2023, the same thing happened. And there is a breakdown of this certain set of persons who are actually pushing on Jonathan to come out again. There are talks. The reason why they're calling on Jonathan is that they realized very late that Jonathan's administration favored them. A couple of Nigerians still believe that the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu favors them more, but obviously they are still not satisfied because Jonathan literally allowed them to occupy no sensitive positions way back then in 2012, 2013 thereabouts. So here is the thing. Apparently, this set of persons provided about 100 million naira for reform for Jonathan to run in 2023, but Jonathan did not run. I want to read this so that you understand where I'm coming from. So apparently, on the 6th of May 2010, Jonathan was sworn in as the 14th head of state and 4th executive president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So back then in 2015, there was a heated debate about an individual being sworn in thrice as the president of Nigeria, as some groups opposed Jonathan's emergence for this reason. Then this northern youth called on Jonathan to bury his second-term ambition. They declared that no Nigerian president can be sworn in thrice, meaning that the first time while he was vice, the second time while he recampaigned again, and that he cannot go for another time. That it's not in the constitution. The debate also resonated in 2023 when different positions on his eligibility for the 2023 presidential election made the rounds. So a federal high court in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, in a judgment delivered on a Friday, May 27, 2022, cleared Jonathan for the 2023 presidential contest. This is basically what happened. It happened as the PDP's presidential primary there was anticipation that he would join the contest. And by then, the former president was linked with the APC presidential race following the reported purchase of 100 million naira from on his behalf by a Fulani group. The court held that Jonathan, who lost the 2015 election to former president, now late Muhammadu Buhari, could still vie for the highest political office in the country. And the judge who gave that judgment was Justice Isa Hamad Gashin, who gave the judgment and held that Jonathan's right to contest for office of president in 2023 cannot be stopped by any retroactive law. Again, it's 2020. It's now time for 2027. This same extraction are asking Jonathan to come out. That they don't want to feel that he is better and that he has a possible chance of, of staging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. And they are running this from the judgment from the High Court in Yanagwa that says that Jonathan has every right to campaign in 2023. Now, I also want you to think about it like this as well. In the current ADC, there are issues. The ADC is saying that there are moves in there being sponsored by the All Progressives Congress. And there are talks that there's a possibility that El-Rufai, Amaechi, and Peter Obi may be shopping for another political party rather than staying in the ADC. Nothing has been confirmed there. They haven't spoken about it, but there are talks that they are shopping for another political party. Obviously, it seems like the ADC has an agenda for Atiku Abubakar, although Atiku has not declared or said anything. I also want you to bear in mind that Peter Obi does not have a membership card of the ADC. El-Rufai does not have a membership card of the ADC. Maybe Amaechi and even Atiku has not officially shown us his membership card of the ADC. While the ADC has two different factions who are claiming the ownership of the party, and David Mark and Ralph Omozo as well are also claiming that they are in charge of the party and that the others are being used as tools to create instability within the ADC. What's your take on this, sir?
Now, the coalition or the opposition should wake up. Because I don't know how long they will run. If they continue to run and shop for parties to actualize their dream, how long?
Okay, sorry, Barrister Darlington.
Yes.
I think I have to go back again. Apparently, my mic wasn't turned on. They couldn't hear me.
I heard you.
No, you heard me because you're in the studio. Our listeners did not hear me because, So let me go back to my question. I am so sorry and I sincerely do apologize so that others who did not hear will get the context. For example, the reason why we're talking about this is if some Nigerians are not happy with the president's administration, right? They're all looking ahead for 2027. But here is the thing. Jonathan is being pressured by a certain northern group to declare his candidacy, to declare his ambition to run against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to usurp him in 2027. A couple of them feel that Jonathan is better because after now, Jonathan will not come again, compared to Peter Obi presenting a one-term agenda. In 2023, a federal high court in Yanagwa cleared former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan of going again if he intends to vie as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is on that premise that the same northern extraction that told him in 2015 that he cannot run thrice or he cannot be sworn in thrice are the ones asking him to actually declare his intention to run based on the judgment in 2023 that Jonathan can actually vie or run as a president. But he has been mum in all of this. He has kept quiet. Then the next question that I asked in alignment to this is also with the whole intention of usurping President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, getting a better leadership than what we're currently experiencing, is the supposed members within the coalition. There are talks that Peter, El-Rufai, Amaechi are shopping for another political party. There are complaints that in the ADC there are moves. They have created instability, and rather than them focusing on ensuring that the party has a pathway, they're trying to resuscitate or clear themselves out. It's obvious that Peter Obi is not yet a member of the ADC, but he's part of the coalition. Amaechi is a member. El-Rufai is not yet a card-carrying member of the party, and Atiku supposedly is the one who supposedly spearheaded that coalition, but he has not yet shown us his membership card despite officially leaving the People's Democratic Party. So I asked you, what's your take on this?
My take is that, like I said, the coalition, the opposition should wake up. Because I don't know how long they will continue to run and shop for party and platform.
Okay.
They needed to wake up, and I mean now. In fact, they should have woken up like yesterday.
Okay.
Because if they continue to shop for party and platform, at what point are they going to settle down and begin to consolidate? At what point? Esther, I was thinking that by now, the opposition should have been doing what APC did before 2015 when they took over from PDP.
And what did the APC do?
They are not protesting, they are not punching hard.
Punching hard how?
So, hold on, I'm coming. Some of the infractions that the APC have committed in office is a serious campaign issue. Are you getting what I'm saying? Like the misgovernance, the suppression of opposition, the destruction of democracy. These are things that the opposition should have been lashing upon. You write to the UN, write to UK, write to US, telling them how Tinubu and APC are destroying democracy in Nigeria.
A Canadian court has declared the PDP and
I'm even coming
a terrorist
to good. I'm even coming to look at after that declaration by that court. The thing just went like that. The opposition, I expected them to make a political capital out of such declaration by a Canadian court. By doing what? Issue a press conference, press release. Because the court detailed what went on or what is going on during the elections in Nigeria and what APC has been doing so far. These are issues, these are campaign issues. You take advantage of every flaw from your enemy, your political enemy. But here, the opposition are not. I don't see them issuing any press release. Unlike what Lai Mohammed was doing. Esther, during that time, I said even if Jonathan went to the convenience in Aso Rock and he didn't come out in time, Lai Mohammed will go to the press and say, this man is staying too long there. Maybe he's planning how to disrupt this election. Obama, please send your Secretary of State, John Kerry, to come and ask him who to, buy into what APC was doing, propaganda. They bought it. But in this case, we are not even talking of propaganda. These are facts before us. What APC have done in office is a fact that the opposition are not using. They are not using it at all because PDP didn't do half of what APC have done in office when APC was lambasting them, criticizing them, went to Ojota to go and protest about removal of subsidy. But here they remove subsidy and we are not seeing the effect. Yet the opposition is not talking about it. The opposition should be asking APC and Tinubu, where is the subsidy removed? Where is the money? These are things that I expected them to do.
I'll be coming to subsidy. I'll be coming to buy your jewelry. I'll be coming to Haske Atiko's son-in-law. That one is even something that is quite funny.
I am telling you. So the opposition, they are not doing enough. You know I said it here the other time.
Yes.
Even people that are speaking for it, they are not talking.
They are trying.
How could they be talking of Obi's son when Obi have nothing to do with his son? The son is a grown-up man.
Barrister.
When they go and dig up all those rubbish, you two go after their own principal now.
Hold on.
Obi and
you're jumping the gun.
Obi and
Barrister, you're jumping the gun.
In fact,
let's wait. Let's finish one.
Look,
now. Let's finish this one.
What I'm telling you that what the opposition is not doing right. I told you the other time.
Just hold on, Barrister.
I told you the other time. They don't have spokesperson.
It is rumored that Jonathan is readying himself to run on the platform of the PDP, with stories in some sections that he had already accepted, but he has not said anything. I think he's trying to get feelers, feel the pulse of Nigerians before he eventually decides what he wants to do. Now, here is the thing. In accordance with the gentleman's agreement between the North and the South, Jonathan's presidency would favor the North. Now, apparently, as Jonathan's potential candidacy for the 2027 presidential election remains uncertain, with no official announcement or confirmation from him or the PDP regarding his intentions, some Nigerians and political observers have recently shared divergent views about him. Barrister, recently, Wike said that he will only support anyone. Their convention, convention is supposed to come up very soon.
In November.
It is then that a lot of things within the party will be addressed. Then obviously how the zoning formula for the presidency in 2027. Now, Wike is saying that he will only support anyone that emerges that will support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
How can that be?
Well, that's what he's saying.
Look at the talk.
That's what he's saying. That's basically what it will take. My question to you, Barrister, is why has Jonathan not come out to distance himself from this narrative out here? is he literally considering it? You recall that the first time it came out, we heard the wife and we even heard him tell us that he is not coming. You know, he's fine, he's settling down, like his head is okay where it is. But now those calls are pressing on, and they're pressing on vehemently by the same extraction that worked against Jonathan in ensuring that he does not win the 2015 elections. Another thing to look at here is this, barrister. The North has been complaining that this administration is not favoring them. But barrister, if you compare in terms of appointments and nomination between late Muhammadu Buhari, that is in terms of appointment with the Southwest, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in terms of appointments towards the North, wouldn't you say that in this administration there is more northern appointments than when Muhammadu Buhari was in power? So if the president has done all he can to placate the North compared to other regions that's literally they don't even nobody send them, why are they still complaining about this administration beyond the reason that there is an apathy towards the plight of Nigerians?
The only business they not have in Nigeria is what? Leadership. Give them power. You can take every other thing. That is why whenever they are out of power, it looks like heaven has fallen upon them. They not doesn't want to, that is, be out of power for 1 minute in Nigeria. That is the only thing they are, in fact, that's the only thing they came to do in Nigeria. How to grab power. How to be in power. They are not even talking of the Southeast that have not tasted it too, and yet we don't bother.
But we've not heard we've not heard the supporters of this administration come on them as they come on others.
Because Esther, oh God, you know, like I told you, whenever you allow an evil conduct to continue or fester for too long, before you know it becomes a tradition and culture. Since 1957, we have always seen the North as being the superior being, you know, upper hand and all that. It was Awolowo and Zik who made the mistake of not leaving them when they said they don't want independence. And we have to wait for them until 1960. So they now believe that they are indispensable. Esther, they not, because of that particular mistake. This is why I told you that I will not do things the way others are doing it. I'm not joking. We made that mistake. They now felt that they are indispensable, that we need them. Whatever they do, we must accept it. Now ask yourself, what exactly is the North contributing to Nigeria? No, tell me. What are they contributing except these terrorists that are spreading all over the place? So that thing has made them to believe that here there is a superior region, that whatever they want, they will get it. And you have bought it because you don't even have the willpower to challenge them. You can see it. It's not as if that they have, it's just that when they blow hot like this, all of us will go and hide under our bed. Because the leadership here, I can see that they don't even have what it takes to confront the North and ask them, why are you doing all this? Like this is a terrorism issue. Esther, can you imagine people from the South causing this terrorism all over the place? Can you imagine what they will say? But nobody here is talking. Have you seen what I told you here, that we have local champion here who claim to be a god? When you're supposed to talk, we are not talking. I said, if I am in this particular race or politics, before God, it will be a campaign issue. The North, why did you go and brought terrorists into Nigeria and you still want to lead the same country? Why? Can they answer that question? Mention one politician from the South who asked that question. When they told Obi that he was importing alcohol, I said, Obi, ask them, why are they importing terrorism? Terrorism and alcohol, which one is worse? Your alcohol, how many people has he killed? But terrorists are wiping out the entire village. And they are coming from the North. Yet they are not talking. Nobody is asking the question. Esther, even these people that are killing themselves over here, every time, the Yorubas are either attacking the Igbos. You know, the Igbos are either attacking Yoruba. Meanwhile, their real enemy is these people from the North who have taken over their land. And they cannot allow them to go to farm. Are they not supposed to be talking about it? Since these are the common enemy they have. Can you just imagine? Is that not what they're supposed to be addressing by now? Look at how long these people have kept us busy here. Terrorists from the North.
I'll come to you.
So if they don't want to address it, why are they talking about politics? Look at the North. I don't forget about this terrorism and other, and they want to grab power. How can you lead the people that you want to destroy? How?
No, most of their complaints has been that there is malnutrition, there's
What? Who
poverty,
caused it?
and that there is insecurity.
Who
A lot of
caused
their
it?
communities are displaced. A particular House of Rep member broke down in tears that more than 50 persons in his constituency were killed. In fact, more than 50 communities within his
The
constituency have
question
been
is who
ravaged by
caused it, Esther?
insecurity.
Who caused it? Who drew the first blood? They said, look, they came out they are even proud of it. Esther, they were Kawu Baraje. He came out openly and was jubilating how they brought terrorists into Nigeria. I said, what? I told you here, I said this several times. Elder statesmen, led by Padebanjo, they sued Buhari to court 50 billion. They sued him to court for being the head of terrorism in Nigeria, for causing terrorism in Nigeria. A sitting president of Nigeria. Yet, nobody, the same man, when he died, everybody was worshiping at his grave. What kind of country is this, Esther? We let the leprosy that is worried and we are treating rashes. The same people, they do it with so much impunity, with so much arrogance. Look at it now, Catholic faith in the north. They say they have closed 20 stations.
Yeah.
Not that they attack, not that they attack them, that the Fulani herdsmen are living inside the church, Esther, living inside the church. So, what grass are they looking for inside the church? What grass? Please, because they will tell us they are grazing. What grass are they looking for inside the church? Yet, these things are not campaign issue anywhere, Esther. They are not campaign issue. Look at how Boratai and all the men are talking. Christopher Musa telling us this and that. Esther, the terrorist list they gave them, what happened to it?
I don't know.
The man is telling us is the court.
He's telling us is a legal procedure.
The people you arrested in the southeast, and you are killing them for nothing. Remember what Amnesty International said about killings in the southeast? Innocent people, innocent people. So why are they not shooting these people aside?
Like they are doing that.
To tell you that there is a lot of deceit. Esther, look, I wish I am in this politics. They would have heard from me. What kind of rubbish is that? Why are they not shooting those people aside? Rather, they will be going and be discussing with them. Esther, talking with them, having dinner with them. Pampering them. After talking with terrorists in the bush, you come out and be complaining. This thing is too much. I said, what? Do you know that after the cleric went to go and visit Tetoji Bello, 2 days after, this same Musa and his people, this same defense minister, he came to tell her that they are looking for Toji Bello.
Yes,
I was pissed off.
It was on this platform.
I was pissed off.
He told us that he's not within their custody. They
what are you
haven't
looking
gotten
for?
him yet.
Yeah? So these are issues that I expected this politician to be talking about. 2 people will now manage and then become president for 2 times or even 3 times or 4 times and then leave office. Meanwhile, terrorism will be there. He will come and be claiming that he has become Nigerian president. Meanwhile, he has not done anything.
There's no person that can go for 3 terms or 4 terms.
No, he will do it though.
He won't do it.
He said what?
He won't do it.
Has he not done one since?
He will not do it.
Esther,
he won't do that.
If they change the constitution, you will be here. Is it not this National Assembly?
They can't allow that.
So what will happen if they do it?
Tinubu won't do that now. He won't stretch it that far.
These other people that have been saying for how many years in office, like Dapo Dia and Museveni, how did they do it? I don't know under democracy.
If Tinubu fought for democracy, he would not let chaos bedevil us in this nation by stretching that.
These other places where it has been going on, was that chaos there? Already now, there is no opposition. I hope you know. We only have one party now in Nigeria, APC.
We're coming to that. Mr. Lawal Ekundayo, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening.
I sincerely do appreciate you coming in today. Okay. Mr. Lawal Ekundayo came in late, but thank you for coming in. Mr. Lawal Ekundayo, what you meant, Barrister Darlington, explaining here is this. Jonathan is keeping quiet. The same Northern extraction that wanted him out in 2015 just because they thought he would be coming in the 3rd time, they're the same persons who bought him a form in 2023 to run. Okay? But he eventually did not run. A court in Bayelsa, Yanagwa, has actually cleared Jonathan in 2023 that he can actually go again. So the dispute about the fact that Jonathan cannot go, I think these northern elites know that he can go. So what did they do? They bought a fund for him in 2023, thinking that Jonathan would run, but he did not run. Based on what that court has adjudged, Jonathan is eligible to run finally for president. But this time around, after now, he can't run again. But despite all of these pressures, there are talks by the inside sources that Jonathan may actually agree to this. But we've heard the wife tell us that they're working with this administration and supporting the administration. Even Jonathan, on different occasions, have been given some official assignments to complete in favor of this administration. So with him keeping mum while they've been hearing us discuss his potential, even on television, and he's keeping mum, is it possible that these inside sources are saying the truth? If that is the case, do you think that Jonathan has the influence and the influence to wield such followership to upstage President Tinubu in 2027?
This country is I don't know. It's like a fiction. Like you are watching a fiction. Like you are watching all these comical activities on TV.
Okay.
And you are laughing. That's what it sounds. Because the first thing is this. A court is saying he can run. A court is saying he cannot run. We've forgotten that it is the Supreme Court who will eventually give the final say.
It depends on anybody that disputes the court.
Of course, it will be disputed. That they are waiting now.
They haven't disputed.
No, it's towards the end. It is politics. I don't know how they run politics. If they do it now, you go for another opportunity. They won't do that. They will wait so that you use that opportunity. By the time you use the opportunity,
please let me add to what you're saying. Let me add to what Section 137 of our Constitution made it clear. It's just that when they want to carry out their impunity, like they did in the River State, about the 27 lawmakers that defected, they will now do what? They will have the case, just to have their way. Meanwhile, this thing is destroying our politics and our democracy and even our Constitution. If you don't want to practice the constitution that you swore to, then let us jettison it and let us have a lawless state now, since that's what you want. Because the constitution is very clear on this matter, but APC will never adhere to it. They want to draft Jonathan without thinking of what Section 137 said, which was even why he did not contest the last time, because they pointed at that particular section of the constitution. Now, that section of the constitution, has it been removed? That they are not going for him again? Is it not to cause confusion? So if eventually he wins, what happens? Somebody will now go to court, and the Supreme Court will not shut it down. By that time, where will Jonathan be?
The person that the third person will now be the person.
You can just imagine what you think. Already they are not thinking ahead. You can imagine they are not, because I know it will happen. Somebody must go to court if such a thing happens.
Mr. Darlington,
yes?
Let me read out Section 137. I had to check it out. Section 137 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria deals with the disqualifications for elections to the office of the president. It lists several grounds upon which a person is ineligible to be elected president, including if they had already held the office of president for more than 2 terms or are otherwise legally disqualified. Has Jonathan held the office for more than 2 terms? He completed the administration.
That is not the Constitution didn't say completed. It said, listen, the moment you swear somebody in, you swear as a president, even if it's going to use one day, it's already sworn in that, okay, so sworn to obey. I'll be president. That means that person is automatically is running a term at that moment.
How come then a federal high court in Yanogwa in a judgment cleared Jonathan
we have so many conflicting high court
court equally will have the case of 27 lawmakers in River State. Up to today, have you heard of that case? Have you heard of it again? That means Section 109 of our Constitution is now what? Rubbish. It has been rubbish.
That's why I see so many decamping in this federal now.
If Jonathan goes in again, if you consider the four years he was in office, plus the 3 years, he finished that of 2 years of Yaradua. If you add, how many years? Is it not 6? If you now swear him again, or he wins again and you swear him in, that would be how many years?
10.
10 years. Tell me whether anybody will support that. that number of years has already messed up.
So you're telling me that if Jonathan decides to contest, that
he will not.
But if he does decide that there is a legal ground through which the
he's already waiting for him now.
Of course now.
So they're waiting for him. But why did he dispute that in 2023? Is it because he did not eventually campaign?
He did not now. He did not. He won't even make that mistake because of the legal implication. It's like you are going to rubbish your name. Somebody must go to court.
So why has he not spoken? Why has he not said, put my name out of this? If people are meeting you, keep me off it. The first thing we heard was inside sources asking Peter Obi to work with him, that he will offer him a ministerial appointment as Minister of the Economy. If he works. Sometimes.
I go along with you. But listen, I go along with you.
Okay.
You get it? That he should come out and tell the world his position.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to play the person sitting on the fence. Let me see where it will go. Whether it will go the way favor me or maybe so he's not saying anything towards the time in which it is eventually closed. That is what I believe he's doing. But now he's supposed to come and say, please don't disturb me. I'm already through with this thing. Let me focus on some other things. And then that place would have been shut down.
All right.
You see, totally.
Okay. You don't even know who is teleguiding this situation. Maybe APC may be using this to stall the coalition. Yes, to delay them so that at the 11th hour they will be in disarray. They will be running from pillar to post. They won't really have time to consolidate. But these are game plan. These are political strategy.
No, but Jonathan is not coming in the coalition. He is supposed to be part of the People's Democratic Party.
He's in the opposition. That's PDP. Where is PDP now? Where is PDP that we have already told you that if you are coming, you must support Tinubu? Imagine that kind of statement. A person that is contesting presidential election in one party must now support your principal before you now come. So if the person supports your principal, or what is the need of that person contesting the election? Can you just imagine wisdom? Even a child cannot talk like this. That you must support my principal Tinubu before now there will be peace in our party. Isn't that better? They don't run at all. That for me to say I'm contesting, but I'm supporting you. That means when you accept the ticket of PDP, at the last minute you withdraw for Tinubu. At that point, what will you do, Esther? Can't you see wisdom?
Mr. Labayokunda.
Look at wisdom.
The interesting thing here is this: the reason why a lot of people are looking into all the political scenarios and the political fabric is that some sections in Nigeria, some people or most Nigerians are not happy with the way things are going. There are some that likes President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Have you ever met him before? Have you met the president before?
One-on-one.
No, just being in his presence.
I'm not.
Okay, let me tell you something. In 2015, during the general elections, I think 2015 and 2019, we went to the field to cover elections. Now, normally the president has his wards, his own polling unit where he would, come and cast his vote. We would go to Bodyland. Most of us, channels, TVs, all of us, we would come to his polling unit. You see why people tell you that when they meet the president, whatever impression they've had about him before changes. He has an aura. What Shegushoumi said is not a lie. I'm not kidding you. I don't know what to describe that thing that is around him, but if you meet him, whatever negative impression you've had about him will definitely clear out. A recent senator, somebody who was in the SDP, left the SDP immediately after meeting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Segun Showunmi, that was heavily criticizing the president, decided to start speaking on his behalf immediately after he left the president's presence. There is something about his aura, and that's why a lot of persons are questioning if this person that you meet has an aura and a personality. It's unbelievable to imagine all of the narratives or all of the things being said about him. So it's likely that it is those in his cabinet, those around him, that are literally spoiling whatever intention he has. I'm coming. I don't know what it is, but there is something. Now, why can't that thing transmit beyond when you meet him personally, in the economy, in fighting insecurity, in stabilizing the nation? Why can't it transmit? That's the big question.
It is that thing that is deceiving him. It is that particular thing you mentioned. I don't know what it is. It is that thing that, in fact, African leaders are very good at such rubbish. thinking that it will help them. Meanwhile, it is that thing that is misleading them. Because if you go and contract whatever to lead, what makes you think that that thing will give you a good advice or a good vision? Yes, sir. Have you ever seen where something like that produce good result? It's like saying that you worship Satan, and because of that you are making progress. Please, can Satan give you progress? Answer me. Whatever Satan is giving you, just wait.
So are you saying that Satan beguiles you?
Of course, that is his job. He cannot play God now. Satan cannot be God. They are parallel lines. So when you are going to him, like he told us in this church of Satan, where the chief priest is Antelave, he said that his church is populated by who is who, and he give them power. So whenever they seek power, whatever, they will go to him and he will give it to you. All you need to do, fulfill his conditions. Esther, fulfill his conditions, and he will give you power. Didn't you hear when he tempted Jesus Christ? He took him to a high mountain and said, just worship me, and I will give you the whole of this kingdom. Is that not what he told him? Do you think that the same method is not being used today? When they will tell you, oh yeah, worship at my feet and I'll give you what you want. You think they're not doing it? Okay. We all know, but nobody can say it's like going to court and say that witches and wizards. The court
when you have no evidence.
No, the court will say, yeah, bring the witches and wizards, bring him.
Let
you
said
witches and wizards are disturbing you. Yeah, bring him. So that in fact, where will you serve him the court summons? This is the issue, but it happens. But what we are saying that it has destroyed and deceived many. Idi Amin was worshiping. In fact, he was I don't know what to call him. Idi Amin in Uganda. He was into serious witchcraft as a leader. The man in the Central African Republic, Emperor Bokassa, people used to call him the butcher of Bangu. Butcher. Mobutu Sese Seko. Go and check out all these leaders. They were all heavily into these things. What happened at the end of the day, Esther? Well, what happened?
I don't want to believe that the president is into any of those things, but I'm just saying that he has an aura that makes you question the impression you may have had, or question the certain things that you're experiencing being attributed to him.
Which is the deceit we are talking about. Because when you are before, you can't talk now. You can't talk now. Esther, you are before, you can't talk. In fact, he will ask you to shut up. You dare not question him. Just listen to what he's telling you and you take it. Remember when Fubara went to sign agreement? Yeah. He just accepted what they told him to do and they came back to River State. By that time, his eyes cleared. And he started choosing.
But if I may come in, there are two things.
Go ahead.
There are two things.
Go ahead,
one,
sir.
If you look at a beautiful wife, and somebody will tell you that don't look beyond that beauty. Look into her behavior, her character, her upbringing, how she will be able to manage your house for you and things like that. You know, those are the two things. So if you look at the face, the beauty and everything, that is on one side. You look at how the person can manage. I'm coming. How the person can manage the home is another thing entirely. Okay. You know, they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So behold somebody and you begin to imagine the beauty. It's in your mind. And then a wise person will tell you that you should look beyond that into the administrative aspect of that person when the person gets into your house. So that is that with politics too.
Okay.
There are two sides of the politics, as I've said earlier on. A politics is made of two parts: the political aspect and the administrative aspect. A politician knows the game, because politics is about game. You want to win.
Okay.
Game of number, how you can manipulate the minds of a majority for them to win. It's a different case when you get to office, because you cannot manipulate the minds of the economy.
All right.
You can. So the economy must be clear to you.
All right.
And it will be clear to everybody in the world, because they'll be feeling it.
Barrister Darlington, in the past 1 week, trust me, when you're talking about politics, a lot of weaponization and whatever will come out. So it's concerning Peter Obi's son. I want us to take a listen to his response to what happened in the past 1 week.
Directed at me online because I was not raised to trade in lies or to indulge in false narratives. I did not do so as a child, and I will not begin now as a grown man. Because of my father's involvement in Nigerian politics, there has been a persistent curiosity and, at times, a malicious obsession with me. Why? I do not know. I have no social media presence and no interest in maintaining one, so I rarely correct these falsehoods. But perhaps it is time I address them. I understand that gossip follows those connected to public life, but let me remind you, my father is the one in politics, not me.
Exactly.
To assume that my life or choices are somehow political statements is a flawed and childish calculation. It reveals more about the pettiness of those spreading such narratives than it does about me or my father. This pattern has become all too familiar. Individuals opposed to my father seize ordinary photos of me, images that are neither hidden nor secret, and repackage them with false stories. These are not revelations, they are not exposés, they are simply misrepresentations, fiction spun from pictures. I have seen this happen to others, but experiencing it myself repeatedly is deeply unsettling. Still, I want it to be known clearly, what is being circulated is gossip. I'm an actor and a writer by profession. Many are surprised, given the businessman, entrepreneur, and economist my father is. I'm sure he imagined I might follow that path. Yet, though my career is far from what he envisioned, he fully supports me. Unlike many children of Nigerian politicians, I have never relied on nepotism. I was raised to know that my father's wealth is not mine and that I must build my own life. My chosen path is in theatre and filmmaking, so far from the world he inhabits. An industry that embraces diversity of class, race, sexuality, and identity. I portray characters vastly different from myself. Yet some online use these roles against me and my father, presenting fiction as fact. I trust any rational person can see how absurd this is. More importantly, Nigeria has far greater issues than idle speculation about what Peter Obi's son is doing. Our nation still struggles with insecurity, a weakened economy, crumbling infrastructure, failing healthcare, and politicians who steal from the people they swore to serve. And yet, for some, the priority is to spread gossip about who Peter Obi's son appears with in a photo. This is a distraction from the real crisis that matters to all Nigerians. The truth is simple. Peter Obi's son appears in photos with his friends and his work colleagues, nothing more. If people wish to invent otherwise, I hope they sleep soundly, knowing they are spreading lies. Nor I or my father are perfect men, and as a father and son we have our differences, but I can attest to his integrity and his relentless desire to lead Nigeria out of its current hardships. In our home as a child, the lesson was always clear. Face your work, do it honestly, and contribute to the good of others. That is what I will continue to do. So to those who attempt to distract us with lies, I beg you, stop pulling attention away from Nigeria's urgent problems. My father has my vote, not because he is my father, but because he is the right man for the job. If others wish to go low, invent scandals, or attack me to wound him, they are free to do so. But we will go high, and we will continue to focus on the future of Nigeria. With love, Oseloka Obi.
So that's Peter Obi's son. Very intelligent young man. I love the way he speaks. So for the past 1 week, Oseloka Obi has been trending across several media platforms all over. And the pictures surrounding social media blogs and whatever are with him and another male counterpart who seems queer or, dressed as a female. There have been attributions to him as somebody who is, gay or sort of in the queer community. Now, the thing is this, Barrister Darlington. So what happened is that when this came out, the talk is Nigeria is homophobic. It's against our constitution to practice such. And so they're like saying if Peter Obi intends to run as a president and he has a son who is into this, then that means he could pass a law that allows this to be in practice. Also, you recall that there are insinuations as well that Bayonanoga's son is also queer. There are insinuations as well that the president's daughter is also queer. There are insinuations as well that Doyin Okupe's son or child, one of them, is also queer. Exactly. There are also insinuations that Chukwuma Soludo's son is also queer. all of them are literally not connected to their father's political career or whatever it is they do. Most of them at the time are usually on their own. Should this be a precipice to judge one's capacity to, become a president? It's normal that this will be an ammunition. You should expect that, obviously, being the fact that Nigeria is not, they don't permit such a lifestyle. As a first family, you are supposed to be an example of modicum, of decorum, of what is supposedly right. But are all families right? And Osaloka is coming out to say that it's all fabricated just to ensure that his father is murdered. How do you react to this?
It is a very sad development, because those applying this narrative, if you can add it or you can align it with what some people say about people importing alcohol.
What is importing alcohol?
Yes, they said it that he's importing alcohol. He's the biggest importer of alcohol. Are you getting what I'm saying? So everything around this man has become a political weapon. And this is where I keep complaining about the opposition. They are not doing their work. Esther, if I were the opposition, I won't even bother, or I will go after the principal of those who doing all these things. Shebi P2B is the target. I said no problem. Oh yeah, let us bring P2B's image, his profile and that of your principal. I will flash it before the screen now. Then people will be looking at the two of them side by side. They left their own problem that is bedeviling Nigeria, and they are chasing innocent man. If P2B does not address this, or his handlers or his spokesperson, they will say more. Esther, it is said that when a deity becomes too troublesome, in my place, it is reminded of the tree that carved it. By now, the opposition should be asking questions about Tinubu, because you are good at running people down. How about you? This Nigeria image that has become battered, who battered it?
Sir, they run themselves down.
No, don't say them.
All run themselves down. It's not just them.
Don't say them now. Let us call a spade here now. Who is the chief marketing officer of Nigeria today?
The president.
Is he supposed to? With all the baggages he's carrying, are we supposed to have such a person marketing us?
The president has supposedly distanced himself from the drug heroin case. He forfeited the money. So has it not been clear?
Yes. So why did you hire lawyers not to stop a U.S.
He said it to bring him irreparable harm.
If you have a clean record, please, what irreparable harm are you talking about? Hold on. Why are you fighting so that record will not be made public if you have a good profile?
The president has repented from his past deeds.
He said what?
He has repented from his past deeds. He has grown and changed. Sir?
A snake will always be long. If he has, Nigeria will not be like this under his watch. Esther, look at the humongous corruption. Money that are disappearing right, left and center without any accountability. You said something here the other day that the accounting method whereby you disclose all your expenses.
Nothing is there.
Good.
No updates.
Esther, good.
Since February 2025.
Under whose watch did it happen? Under whose watch? Was it under P2B's watch? You mean this is not supposed to become a campaign issue? Is that not why we didn't know when this 210 trillion naira disappeared? Because if there was accountability, we'll be seeing it at the moment, but it just vanished. And the man there is telling us that they misplaced the money. It's not that it's missing. You misplaced 210 trillion naira. You misplaced it. Esther, I have not heard of this thing before. Okay, since this happened, have Tinubu said anything? No. And he's Minister of Petroleum. And the opposition are not lashing on these things. They are not talking about it. All the humongous expenses on building road and all that, nobody is bringing it to the fore. Yet these people have the temerity to be talking of P2B. Is P2B's son in politics? Is he the one that want to rule Nigeria? You can see that they have lost the argument. They said somebody who cannot have a good family. That boy was sent to school. He's not a drug. P2B sent him to school. And from the way he spoke, he's an intelligent young man.
Yeah, he is.
Also, he sent his son to school. And the boy, from what he said here, I don't think that boy is a dunce. Okay. So what are you now saying?
But sorry, Barrister. Let me say something. But I think he had this same son with him when you ruled
Anambra, when you ruled Anambra,
let us compare his performance in Anambra with that of his family, so that we'll know whether he's ruling his family or not Anambra. I don't know.
What is selling P2B today? You don't know what he did in Anambra, Esther. If P2B did not rule Anambra, nobody would have known that there is such a man in Anambra. True of us. It was because of what he did in Anambra and how he came on board just once and he swept the whole place and won Tinubu. Yet they are not comfortable with that. Okay, if you are good as you claim, why are you afraid of people? Esther, why are you afraid of people? Let me tell you one thing. When Mandela was alive, remember that South Africa was the first African nation to host the World Cup. Are you aware? Good. When they were doing the contest, when they were trying to pick the country that will host the World Cup, it was a ding dong. South Africa almost lost it. Until what? They drafted Mandela to the venue. Immediately Mandela came there. Esther, the vote to change. Everything. South Africa. Mandela did not even talk. His presence alone gave South Africa that hosting right. The first in Africa. Esther, what has any of your president brought to Nigeria? What? Mention people that are talking of those who can do it. They should have gone to Seyi Tinubu now and bring out his own record. What he has done so far that everybody is aware of. These people, the opposition, I don't know why they are so seriously. I am not happy with them, and I'll be saying it. They are not doing enough. They are not doing enough. People that are carrying leprosy, they are laughing at somebody with ordinary rashes on his body. Can you imagine? Why not point at their leprosy now? Point at their leprosy instead of pretending as if they are clean. You every time, you know, when they start talking like this, you mean that they have lost the argument. After they have nothing to offer. They have nothing to tell you as an opposition. And I expected Tinubu to tell them, stop, this is not decent, please. Because the moment they say this, you are attracting attention to Tinubu. And he knows. I remember when Obasanjo wrote a stinker to Jonathan. He wrote a stinker to Jonathan when he was in Aso Rock. Jonathan told Ruben Abata and Co. say, please don't reply him. I will reply him myself. I have copy of what both Obasanjo and Jonathan wrote to each other. I saw how decent Jonathan replied Obasanjo. Sir. I saw how decent he replied him. Today now, look at it. The same man they are rubbishing, is it not the toast of the whole world today? You can see. So when they do all these things, and they forgot that, look, they have a skeleton in their own cupboard. Esther, if I'm the one, I won't even open. I will kick the cupboard open. I will wear army boot. When I enter, I will scatter the cupboard so that all the skeleton will crawl out, so that the whole world will see us and know who is right and who is wrong. All this is that APC, look at what they have done to us since 2015. They are not even ashamed. They are not even apologetic. They are not even remorseful. They still have the temerity to be insulting everybody. Insulting everybody.
Let's talk about this insecurity.
Okay.
I see some videos in which some communities were running away in Ilorin, in Kwara, and we don't come to see some. We don't come to see them talk about things like this.
I'm telling you,
and to find solutions. And people are running away from their towns, a whole town with nice buildings and motorable roads. Third, even better than the one we have in Lagos. Some of the roads we have in Lagos, and they were running away. So many areas. Now we are moving away from Benue. We are already in Kwara now. And people are running away from Kwara just like they run away from Benue. They are running away, and we are not talking about that. And we are talking about something so frivolous like somebody's son who is not even in government.
It was serious. And
we are not talking about Nigerians that are running away from their ancestors.
He will never amount. They said a lot of things.
That's it now. Meanwhile,
we are not talking about solutions to that.
This chief of defense staff is telling us about insecurity and this and that. That they do this, they make a lot.
They even said the people
that are occupying people's homes. The people that are occupying people's home and villages in Plateau and Benue. Can this chief of defense staff go there and flush them out? For a start.
All right, Barrister. Because we need to open the phone lines on time. Remember I told you we're going to do something light. Barrister Darlington, before that, the coalition situation. Amaechi, Peter B, and El-Rufai. What will be the essence if they go look for another political party? If, for example, the ADC is just kicking off, although they're not members officially, they're just part of it, but shopping for another political party, don't you think it will create a sense of uncertainty or a sense of, again, these are just basically talks. None of them, either Atiku, El-Rufai, or Peter Obi, or even Amaechi, has come to make any claim or statement that they're shopping for another political party. But there are inside sources saying that the obedient movement are actually setting up their structures across all the bases at the ward level, at the grass. They are really setting up their structures. Now, there's a possibility that maybe the obedient political party, as it's been touted or been registered, may be something that Peter may eventually run with. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but they just want to ensure that they have all the qualifications, that is representation across the 36 states of the federation, so that when they want to move, they're moving in certainty. So the question is, if that's the case, will that be a good move?
It will not. Esther, you remember that birds of the air, whenever they want to lay egg, they start preparing a nest where they will now, lay egg and then bring their young ones into life. Abi?
Okay.
Now, listen very well. If you are a bird of the air and you have prepared a nest because you want to lay egg, Abi, then somebody scatter the nest you have prepared. You now go to another place. Because remember, you are already heavy with the egg inside you, and you are looking for where to lay it. You now go and prepare another nest. Then your enemy now scatter the nest again. Eventually, as you are moving, the egg is almost popping out. Eventually, you now go and lay the egg the wrong place. And the enemy is that I said it. I said I will get you. What happened? Of course, that egg is gone. Because it was laid at the wrong place. That you expose that egg to what? Danger. Meanwhile, you already know where to lay that egg so that it will bring a life, being your young one. But the enemy did not allow you because he was aiming at something. He was looking at, he want that egg. If you allow him, has he not defeated you? Tell me, have you not defeated you? So that's why I asked them, you this opposition, how long are you going to run? You claim that you are wiser and all that. Where is the wisdom here? Esther, they said in my place that when a man becomes too troublesome or too powerful, the entire community, remember Gulliver's Travel, that novel, where this Lilliputians, they saw this giant man. Look at how they brought him and tied him up.
Tied him seriously.
And they were matching him. They were walking to and fro from his head to his leg. They were matching. Is that not what happened?
That's what happened.
Oh, that's a giant. That's a giant. Even what's it called? Samson and Delilah. Did you see how they brought that Samson and Lagbara? What happened to him? What happened to him? So this opposition, if I say it here, that they'll say that no. It's not opposition, it's not even a person. Because nobody can run alone. Since you people have decided to come, what are you doing? What are you doing? They are chasing you from one party to the other.
Is it possible that they are keeping everything under the wraps?
You have started again. Keeping what? They are chasing you from one party to the other. When would you say? You didn't hear the parable of the nest I told you here. What are you keeping where?
I think if I may comment, the coalition described that they didn't prepare their house that first time. I mean, this second time, they didn't prepare the house. The first time they were able to come together, they didn't prepare very well. So they eventually allowed your enemies to come in and they planted what they need to plant there to be scattering it. You know why? Because when you see opposition and you don't scrutinize your definition of opposition, you just allow anybody who say no, you get it, to come in. Yes, it's easier for your enemies to allow some people to say no and be able to get into your camp and then work for the enemy. That's what happened to them. My
Bible said that if you shout at the devil, he will flee from you. Imagine if all this opposition were to come together and then, in fact, conduct a mass protest against this infiltration. I'm telling you, nationwide, all the obedient, everybody support, as long as they're in opposition, come out. Protest, go to National Assembly. I mean, lock down that place. The whole world, the CNN will carry it. Please, are you telling me that this will not have any effect? Tell me, they will jail everybody, or I don't understand. Police will shoot everybody. You are protesting against injustice, against infiltration, against suppression. It is your right. Why I have never had any major protest from the opposition with all that they are suffering under APC. They have not protested. Meanwhile, when there was nothing going on, they protested at Ojota, and Tinubu was the arrowhead. Tinubu was the arrowhead. Now, under his word, look at what democracy has suffered. Then tomorrow somebody will come and tell me he fought for democracy. Fought for what? Shebi, all the lies now is being exposed. Abi, all the lies they told us about him, has it not been exposed? No, tell me. Is there another thing they are going to tell us? Even some people that supported it, they are all ashamed now. Very, very ashamed. I'm not joking. Do you see them talk? They can't talk. They can't talk. They never believe that this is the true Tinubu. But when we are saying it here, they doubted us. How can a man who fought for be behaving like this? Surreptitiously now, we are running a one-party state. Whether you like it or not, we are running a one-party state.
It's not even one party. It's worse than one party state.
So don't deceive yourself.
If the constitution is being
if it's
disobeyed, the way it is being disobeyed now. Look at the Aburi case, and then they kept quiet, and everything was look like, well, it's normal. It was your constitutional. And then later towards the end, when everything was quiet, they came out and
brazenness and impunity.
Exactly.
That's what is
the
worrying.
man doesn't care. He's only
they look at like
no constitution in Nigeria. It's not obeying
what negotiation.
We've heard about the $2.1 million mansion bought, about 3.1 billion naira. Not a word from the administration of the presidency.
They will not talk.
Nobody has come to question.
They are
no committee been set out to investigate. Where did you get the money
clapping for him that he built Abuja. They keep talking that he's a man of infrastructure.
No, he built Lagos.
I'm even talking about that it's
the brazenness, it's impunity. Like what's going on in the NNPCL? They are going after Haske. Haske was in their custody, and they did a lot of questioning, and they're telling us the man escaped with another passport. You seized his passports while you were still investigating. Meanwhile, you remember that initially we heard that EFCC had arrested, or rather locked up or kept in custody Ojulari, the NNPCL boss, along with Atiku's son-in-law. Later, they told us that all of that is politically motivated. Ojulari has resumed work. Now the EFCC is considering Haske a wanted man, to the extent that Interpol is saying they will not get themselves involved, that the whole thing is politically motivated. What is going on?
Of course. What do you expect? Esther, what do you expect? Especially this NNPC. At least Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum. Is he not supposed to make sure that such scandal does not come out from his ministry?
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Is it not at least make sure? Remember when they deceived the whole Nigeria that NNPC, the Port Harcourt refinery is working? They took Obasanjo there to go and inspection. I don't know when Obasanjo become a petroleum engineer. To just deceive the old man. He went there. And I was saying, when this thing has entered into this particular juncture now, it is a deceit. Because if it is working, you don't need to take anybody for inspection. You will see trucks lining up to lift up fuel.
Let's quickly take some reactions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll do this. I'll take two calls to messages, so that it doesn't seem as if one side took more time than the other. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Please, no defaming, no curse words, no insults. Just give your reaction to what is being discussed. The WhatsApp number is 08171756338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you for the good job that you people are doing there.
Thank you very much, sir. What's your name?
Ma'am?
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Lukman.
All right, Lukman, go ahead, please, quickly. It's like Lukman is a noisy place. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello.
Good evening.
Esther.
Good evening. Shola. Welcome.
Yes. I'm calling from Egada. I greet Mr. Lawal and Barrister Dalizzi. Good job there. See, the other man is the chief of defense staff.
Yes.
With his rhetoric. All this is he's saying, he's just saying it because now he has to just say something. And all he's saying, we is not coming with solution. He's just saying what we know. So, and when somebody is confused and doesn't have a solution, that is what happens. So that it won't be as if he's not talking. And we know Nigeria for Nigerian government for rhetorics. So you should go and just park one place. Then for the coalition, see, let me tell you the problem of that coalition. The coalition, the problem is that their intention, the kind of people that gather together, you understand? They are ambitious. Let me say they are greedy set of people. You understand? And it is that ambition that has separated them. If you look at all of them, you understand? They have ambitions. Obi, which many of us are supporting. And even I was skeptical about that coalition because me personally, I knew that Atiku is the owner of that party. Atiku is the one, is the arrowhead. But as it is now, even if you notice along the line, even El-Rufai's son was mentioning as if the body language, what they're saying is as if he's going to team up. El-Rufai is going to team up with Obi.
With Obi,
yeah. So you will see that there's a kind of, and you will see that there's a kind of sentiment coming up because Obi specifically mentioned that he's going to spend 4 years because of the gentleman agreement that was on ground, so that he can pacify others and make them know that it's just going for 4 years, which he thinks El-Rufai aligns with. But as it is now, they are dealing with a political guru, somebody that is a astute politician in the person of Tinubu. So he has sent moves all around. The best thing for somebody like Obi now is that he should just go and look. Maybe I don't know. He's an quagmire now. He slept in the house of Nigerians to advocate for electoral reforms, and if possible, I don't know how it can be possible for independent candidacy. Because Obi, if the election comes up, grassroots Nigerians are for Obi, let me tell you. But for him to be able to come in is a problem. So now, we thank God there's still ample time. They should just quickly look at, particularly Obi, look for a platform where you can identify which, while people prepare for the election by advocating for electoral reforms and so on and so forth. Let me give that for others to talk.
Thank you so much, Shola. Thank you for calling. All right. I said 2 calls to messages. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Darlington, Mr. Akunda. My name is Emmanuel Hope Discovery. The honest truth is that the people in the government are doing what they promised Nigerians. The president said he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped. The Buhari government used the same method of lying to deceive Nigerians throughout his tenure. And this government is using the same method as well. Okay. Good evening. Okay, this is when they couldn't hear me. Okay, I think most of your messages are, well, I think I have to go ahead. Okay, wow, all this. Okay, all right, I think you can hear me now. Please indicate if you can hear me now. All right. Okay, all right.
No, these are the earlier messages.
The earlier messages, yes, these are the earlier messages. Okay, I think they're hearing me now. Thank you very much for that message. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Please, something has been going on in my mind for some time now. That thing is, who exactly was Tinubu addressing when he said he will reduce the purchasing power of the people? It appears to me that this is what he's out to achieve and nothing more. And another of his agenda is to fight opposition, buy over people and enjoy life. Are you truly sure it's human beings that are ruling us? Emeka from Ago. Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Good evening, Kunda, and good evening, Barrister Darlington. I'm Edward calling from Sango.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
Please make Darlington calm down. Don't say don't verse well. The only thing there is that APC knows very well that they have failed. Even right from Tinubu's comment of starting from where Buhari stopped. That have marked him number 1 failure.
I'm telling you.
Then number 2, their propaganda of refineries, Port Harcourt and Warri that did not exist, have also made them a failure, number 2. Then number 3, all the bad governance. When the people are protesting, they are putting people inside prison. It's a third failure. So, but what I want people to do is to guide up with their voters card ready now, family to family. Let them arrange it. Even I'm telling my word here, everybody from next week we go and collect their card, because when you want to kill a tiger, you will be prepared. So now what lawyers will do for us, is to make us to get electoral reforms. The judicial, the journalists, the media houses, they will be in this position to make sure that electoral reforms is guaranteed before election.
Right,
so if the government did not give it to us, we can protest.
All right, thank you. 08036929933. I hope these concerns are addressed in the upcoming NBA conference. I think it's going to start off officially on Sunday. I hope these issues are addressed. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Please, when you call, turn off your radio. Turn it off. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Or you can call 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Leonard Sonyaba.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
My dear Esther, please, what we need more important than anything now is electoral reforms.
Okay.
I'm telling you, and I have a template that will make it impossible for whoever will be this thing to rig this election. I have it.
All right.
Yeah, and it should be accepted by anybody. If people, because they wouldn't like something that will be good. That's something that will benefit everybody. That everybody will accept. They want to do it in the way that they must rig the election. So this thing now, I can post it. You see, we need electoral reforms more than anything, because if we finish and it is this old system where Mahmoud Yakubu or whoever will be replacing him, she'll just say, and then after saying now, the next thing is go to court. We are not going anywhere, because that is what they did. I was this elite coordinator in Labour Party. Now we did all we did in that place. Making that we were sure that we were going to clear the ticket. Only for that minute, for this man to go out, the man who was called in 16 platform, who was on the way, who never appeared. In fact, that alone is supposed to cancel somebody's name.
All right.
But at the end of the day, we had it that this man now was the man who is now placed to be the president of Nigeria. Yeah. That is an aberration.
Thank you.
That is not correct.
Thank you. Good evening, VOP. You say from Ijegun, Paris Darlington, expecting the OBO article to do opposition like Agbaris is not possible. And doing opposition under Jonathan is quite different from doing it under Tinubu. We need only electoral reform to remove Tinubu. Anything outside this will be a serious issue. Jonathan should not dent his image. He will not win if he contests again. Esther. Okay, it's painful that Nigeria is going through a crisis, hunger, insecurity, and all our media houses talk about is elections. Nigeria is in silent war that needs urgent solution. We should be talking more about how to solve it than constantly discussing about 2027, which will happen in 2 years. If what is happening now continues to the next election, how many people will be alive to vote for those people? Vivian. All right.
Esther,
Sir?
In 1983 in Imo State, after the election, MPP won. That is Mbakwe, my uncle. He won the election, but MPN wanted to manipulate it. They delayed. While they were delayed, Mbakwe went to Imo Broadcasting Service and announced the result himself, because he has it. He was asked, why can't they announce it? He went and announced the result himself. In Imo State, it happened. That was why when Buhari and Co took over and they were driving him rough to wherever they, he told those boys to be very careful that he will soon come to the driving seat and he will drive them rough again. Mbakwe. So at times, if you say you cannot run, if an old woman said, I don't have leg to run, it does not include when they go to carry her snuff box. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Esther. My name is Paco from Okuko Michael. APC government is full of deceit and lies. Of course, Nigerians are doing well now with hunger increase in insecurity, inflation on the rise, increase in corruption, and please, the security, the Army, Navy, Police, and DSS should stop telling Nigerian stories. What do we have the DSS for? All they do is to go after unarmed citizens, but can't go after these politicians whom they know are the sponsors. I beg, make them stop all this hide and seek talks, Joe. Esther, please, how can I get the INEC registration link? Just go to continuous voter registration. That's cvr.inecnigeria.org. CVR, that's cvr.inecnigeria.org. Okay, once you go there, you're good to go. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Okay, or you can call 0700 903 903 903. Okay, that is the number for you to call. So let me take more messages. This is Prince Akwachi watching from the car while dropping off my wife for work. Prince Akwachi. Prince Akwachi, good evening. He took a picture of us and sent it on WhatsApp. Well done, Prince Akwachi is watching us in the car while he's driving his wife to work. Thank you, Prince Akwachi, for your continuous partnership. Let me not even use partnership with us. Okay, we're all one big family. Good evening. For me, Jonathan can never win under PDP because Wike is there doing anti-party and they can't dismiss him from the party for the election. For now, they're confused. So Tinubu will still not win the 2027 elections, period. Hello. Turn down the volume of your radio, please. What's your name?
Hello. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Prophet Keke from Alimosha.
All right, Prophet from Alimosha, please go ahead.
What I are talking to advocating for is that let people push for this electoral reform. May we change the system. I want make the system of voting in Nigeria or ramification change, because the way they used to do election in Nigeria as you did last one 2011, if you didn't amend it, nothing changed till now. That's why they do wrong. The same thing happen. If you continue like this, we just push electoral and change the mindset of doing electing and what it in Nigeria. If you continue with it 2027, they will see regeneration. The wrong people really that will still be there. Let's especially you people. Before I proceed, I greet good evenings about Darete and Kundaya. Abi, am I right?
Yes, you're right.
And Nigeria. Let's talk about, because do you know why that territorial and the way even you can and in Nigeria now digitally advancing the way we amend the way of voting. Not some people can stay for your house and vote. Do you know why I'm talking? If you do the electoral and change the mindset or intimidation on the way of reading all these things, the way I will did the election in 2020. If you continue again, the wrong people will still there, because that is the main important. It's the main
thank you, Prophet. Thank you very much.
For example now. For example now, if to finalize it, I want to finalize it. If you didn't do so, even if article all this Obi join, no matter how Obi times 20 join article, the Tinubu will still read them out no matter, and they get in power. All this is some people are saying to article game one article can't go game one challenge with him president party. So the person can borrow money.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
If the opposition go to National Assembly and say we want electoral reform, what will happen?
That's true. That's
go to National, log down the place, shout it, you carry placard, stay there. They must give you answer until you leave. If Rosa Parks did not protest in the US, the blacks wouldn't have got freedom.
Wow.
That woman, 1955, Rosa Parks, she refused to stand up for a white man. Okay. In a train ride.
Esther, Jonathan's stature in Africa and the world is like salt, which is appreciated by all since 2019. This salt will lose its saltiness by the time he accepts to run in 2027 under any party whatsoever. He shouldn't be deceived into such booby trap set for him, lest he will regret his action. PDP can only breathe some air of peace whenever we get shown the way out. Anything else, there's no road there. Tony Anile from Ijagemo. All right, 08036929933. That is the number to call, 08036929933. Has any Nigerian administration been immune to criticism? Some individuals from the north seem to desire perpetual control. President Tinubu, with his deep understanding of their strengths and weaknesses, is well positioned to navigate these dynamics. His renewed hope agenda aims to restructure Nigeria, promote inclusivity across geopolitical zones, and set the country on a positive trajectory. Given his strategic approach, it's likely he will outperform any opposition candidate in the 2027 elections. Abidin.
Is a lie. Let him flush out the northern terrorists that is disturbing us. If Tinubu is what you claim, Aberdeen, stop supporting what is wrong.
It's not Aberdeen.
Esther, I've called him his name. Now let him clear the terrorists. Do you know, Esther? Do you know how Nigeria will become the moment we are free from the terrorists? Can you just imagine what will happen to Nigeria the moment every one of the terrorists leaves Nigeria?
Okay, 08036929933. That is the number to call. 08036929933. I don't know. I hope there is no network issue. Just one that I'm not seeing any calls come in. I hope it's not a network situation. No. 08036929933. That is the number to call, or 0700-903-903-903. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Leonard. I'm calling back.
Leonard.
I want to, if it's possible for Darlington to hire me, it has this number, because we're having a meeting tomorrow. It has the obedience. I don't know if he can. I want him to be there, so I'll be there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Next time, send a message for such, okay? Send a message, don't call on radio to say where you're having your convergence. Okay, 08036929933 or 0700903-903. All right, let me take more messages. Esther, I greet you, and Barrister Darlington. I listened to General Musa's take on insecurity, where he claimed that some politicians are feeling the insecurity. If I may ask, what concrete steps has he taken to hold this position? These politicians accountable? To my surprise, he merely advised Nigerians to defend themselves without offering any substantial solution. If former President Jonathan is indeed coming out in 2027, his mission appears to be straightforward: to undermine Peter Obi's chances. Ama from Ogun State. 08036929933 or 0800700-903-903. Okay, that is the number you can call. 08036929933 or 0700903-903-903. Greetings to VOP and guests. If I may say, Mr. Goodluck should respect himself for this 2027 election. If he tries come out this time, he will regret, because he can't win. They're calling him out so that Tinubu will get access to get more votes. I want to tell Nigerians that Tinubu have already planned how he will go about 2027 as he did in 2023. A month before election day, he will change the INEC chairman, and the new INEC chairman will announce, I don't know about this, please. The new INEC chairman should come up by November this year. Good evening, VOP. Please, Esther, with due respect, allow Barrister Darlington to be our guest Monday and Thursday. He's educating us more. We need more of his talk. Thank you. Okay?
Have you stopped me?
I don't understand what you mean. Emeka from Ijiri, can you expatiate further? I don't know what you mean.
No need.
Because today is Friday. He was here yesterday as well. I begged him to come in today, so maybe you should explain further. Esther, Tinubu has fulfilled the saying which says, no one goes to the Father and leave empty-handed. No one has ever visited him and come out and say anything negative about him. So I believe Tinubu has not recovered from the money he spent to win the last election. Also to sustain it and still paying to win the next election, after which he will now calm down and recover all he has spent. Ororo from Ayombo.
What are you saying?
Hello, good evening.
His watch. We are
What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Vision.
Mr. Illusion.
Mr. Vision.
Oh, Mr. Vision. From Mexico. All right, welcome, sir.
Yeah, Barrister Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Kudayo.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. God bless all of you. Barrister Valentin, first of all, I want to say thank you very much because you're putting a smile on our face, some of us Nigerians, and even me and my family. You keep us stand still, waiting to hear your voice. First of all, you can't joke with Esther and make her laugh. First of all, you have an agreement. In fact, the two of you are so good. Thank you very much.
I've been telling her so that we can take it to the next level.
Okay, enough. Okay, go ahead.
Your best friend on radio or your personality. Okay, but straight to the business. Esther, did you hear what Obi's one says?
Yeah, I listened. I played it here, didn't I?
Yes. So he made it very clear that he's into movie production or something.
And he's an actor.
And that he does not do what his father inherited. That his father has a different occupation, and that because these politicians want to distract we Nigerians from the insecurity that is going on, they are now bringing him in. Mr. Barrister Darlington has rightfully said that anything that is attached to Peter Obi is now a weapon. Now, let Nigerians not be distracted. Look at that guy. See how he sounds. Very educated. I envy him so much. Let Tinubu come and talk. You know that Aguro from Lagos have arrived.
My brother, I was wanting to say that. Oh my God.
You see, a goat cannot give birth to a lion. It's not done. It's not possible.
Oh my God.
So, you will buy their fruit. We shall know them.
I'm telling you.
I don't want to waste time. Let other people talk, but this is what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello.
I can hear you.
We are hearing you. Go
What's
ahead.
your name?
My name is Mr. Madi calling from Ejibi.
All right, sir. Mr. Madi, go ahead.
I can't hear you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I think it's your network, but we can hear you.
Hey.
All right. When you call and you can hear, kindly, you know.
And it was very clear.
He was very clear. I don't know why he can hear me. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, Chooks calling from Aja.
All right, Chooks from Aja. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, that Barrister.
Chooks, you're cracking, no.
Go change your position.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Yes.
And Mr. Electoral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
What I want to say is that number one, the issue of electoral reform. You when somebody see you bringing a knife over your head, he will never allow you to shave it. That is just the the trick of this present government. Presently now, they have reached a particular beach. Before, we were talking of how do we cross it. And because we don't have a candidate yet, by now,
Chooks, please, I beg you, kindly call back.
You're cracking.
And change your position. Yes, we need to hear what you're saying. All right. Good evening, Esther Wachko. Please help me ask Barrister Darlington if former President Jonathan had won the presidential election in 2015 against former President Muhammadu Buhari, would anybody be talking that he was not eligible at the time, knowing full well that all institutions of the state is under his control? Message from OJ Yusuf from Adamo in Ikorodu. Let Jonathan go and sit down and enjoy his life and his money. If he comes out, he'll be rubbished, humiliated, and even disgraced. I'm sure he will not win his constituency. I'm Gideon. PDP is dead already. Ajes Sarah na Juju Tinubu. No be me and you. I know the deal. Good evening, Esther. You see, I agree with Barrister Darlington that Tinubu knows how to play politics, but it's okay. I'm gonna no be me and you. Good evening. My name is Omar from Alimosho, Ikoto, Lagos. Even children knows that the president ain't leading well. Before Mr. Akunda came up, my son of 10 years old said Nigeria is like a movie. Every day you hear and watch new season. I want us to push and talk more on electoral reforms. Esther, please, you and your colleagues on VOP should focus your show and programs more on electoral reforms so that Nigerians can choose who they want to lead them. Nigerians already know who they want, but this present government will not let go except electoral reforms take place.
We have given them templates.
Plenty.
Because he favors Tinubu, he will not allow it except you protest. lock down the National Assembly, insist.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
How are you? Welcome. Where are you now? Please don't be... please. That thing is not proper. It's unethical. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
Fine. This is Nedu from Supply Town.
Nedu, are you okay? You sound tired.
I'm okay, my sister.
All right, welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Barrister.
Good evening, Nedu.
Good evening, Mr. Kundayo.
Good evening. Nice to hear from you.
Okay. What I want to contribute is I like what Mr. Peter B's sons
said.
The voice note said about his voice notes.
I'm telling you.
Very matured and very intelligent.
Very.
So he made everything clear and he made me proud, honestly.
I'm telling you.
I'm so happy for him. So
let Sheyi Tinubu challenge him.
Yeah.
Boys to boys.
So more than well done for a good job, Esther and the barrister and the other analysts.
Thank you very much.
God bless you guys. Bye-bye. Good night.
All right, good night. I'll take 2 more messages because we have a live appearance coming up soon. Esther, good evening. How are you today? Please, Esther. All right. Okay. Minister Wike is acting like a man that built a house with his money and still ignites fire in the house while his family are therein and goes to another man's house to sleep, wondering why PDP hasn't expelled him. Nigeria at the moment is bleeding economically, socially, and insecurity-wise, yet those in government are cashing out, enjoying the commonwealth of the nation under our noses. Well, we are watching as the planet is listening. Comrade Abraham. Hello, good evening. Hello. Sorry, I'll cut you off. If you call and you don't turn up the volume of your radio, I'll cut you off. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello,
good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Alhaji Bamidele Oladipo.
Alhaji Bamidele Oladipo. I love your name, sir. Welcome.
I want to just greet you for today and Mr. Darlington and my brother.
All right.
Brother San, okay. I know have a comment today. Okay. Probably I'll get back to you on Monday.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Good evening. Remember when someone posted Peter Obi's son where the person was stepping on the Nigerian flag, and that is what APC are known for, to spread fake news. Leo from Lagos. All right. Madam Success, good evening. How are you, ma? Mr. Lawa. Welcome, ma. Please come and tell us how to be successful.
I've been here since.
Yeah, she greeted you when she came.
Pinching him.
Yes, she was the one. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello?
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, good evening.
Please, quickly, what's your name?
I'm Joe from Janiki.
Well, okay, go ahead, sir, very quickly.
Okay, I greet Barrister Darlington and Kundayo. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I really love what you people are contributing.
Thank you.
You people are speaking the minds of so many Nigerians. I will not say every Nigerian. There are so many bad ones in our midst.
like Aberdeen.
Yeah, you guys are speaking the minds of so many Nigerians.
All right. Hello. Okay, Madam Success. Please teach us to be successful. We need it right now.
Esther, thank you so much.
Welcome.
For speaking our mind. I want to appreciate Barrister Darlington, Comrade. I celebrate you. I really celebrate you all. This station is really called Voice of the People.
Thank you.
Honestly. But all my prayer is that God will help us.
Amen.
Even as we are trying to help ourselves. But we really have to wake up. We have to wake up. While God is helping us, we really have to wake up. But I really want to thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, great Nigerians. It's indeed a privilege. Like I said on Wednesday, yes, I said that the way it's going, we all need multiple source of income. See, the rich also cry. It has gotten to the level of the rich also cry. There is no how you will not say that the way things are, you are not feeling it. If you are not feeling it this way, you must feel it the other way, unless you are a politician. Minus you being a politician, there is no how you not feel it. You know, is it, where will I really mention? But what I want to tell you this evening, please, I have a good news for you. And the good news I have for you is VMAX business opportunity. VMAX business opportunity. When I look at these white people, I say thank you very much for bringing this business at this point in time that we need it so much. We need to create multiple sources of income for ourselves. We need multiple sources of income. At least in a good business that can be paying us daily, that can be paying us weekly, that can be paying us monthly. And I have said to help you by doing what? Teaching you what to do, how you will do it that it will favor you. So, tomorrow is Saturday. By 12 noon, I will be having a workshop, a business seminar at 41 Shasha Road, Sele Bus Stop, Akunwonjo. I still want to repeat this, that Akunwonjo is Sele Bus Stop, Akunwonjo. It's not Sele Express. Sele Express is not the only Sele in Lagos. Please, we are at 41 Shasha Road, Sele Bus Stop, Akunwonjo. Now, people do call and ask, what is this business all about? What is VMAX business all about? VMAX is an international business opportunity, newly arrived. We have what we produce. You know, we have what we do. We render services to people and we create multiple sources of income platform for people. Very genuine, very legit. So what do? You come tomorrow, no matter your qualification. You see, when it comes to money, let me be frank with you, no matter your certificate, if you don't have something that gives you money, that your certificate is worthless. I'm here to tell you that. No matter the Cambridge, no matter the school you have attended, what we need is school money. So this is an opportunity for you to learn how you can be making money. You know, cool income, multiple sources of income, streams of income. You know, you are not coming to sell for the company, okay? I am discussing, I'm talking now based on the question people are asking. Maybe you are already working, you are in the office, you are in your office, you can do this business. You know, it's internet, you can do it in online, you can do it offline. So they made it in a way, whether you know about internet or you don't know about internet, you can do it. Whichever way you know you can operate. Excellence. Now, the thing we are going to teach you is for you to know what this business stands for and what you stand to gain, what you stand to benefit. There are lots and lots of incentives by being part of this business, more especially now that the business, you know, last time I was telling people, I say, I am begging you, if you are there listening now, I am begging you to come and be part of this business. If you can join a business that within a short period of time, you will be earning, you'll be smiling to your bank. Is it not worth doing without too much stress? So come tomorrow, Saturday, by 12 o'clock, let me teach you what to do. If you will do whatever I'm going to teach you tomorrow, if you will do it, I am telling you, come back to appreciate me. Also, it is a business that you can do anywhere in the whole federation, in any state where you are. You can become our coordinator. So if you are outside Lagos, you cannot come for this training tomorrow, please do WhatsApp me or send me message. I will attend to you. If you are in Lagos, endeavor to come for this seminar. And I'm also calling people, if you are capable of being a distributor, if you can have our outlet, you know, you can also partake. It's a big business for you. I said it that as the business is new, in any state you are, you can become VMAX outlet owner. You can become our distributor wherever you are. And I'm one in Lagos, you know. So I encourage you to be part of this business. And you are listening to me. You have been a networker. You have joined one network or the other without getting what you expected of after the stress or whatever you are putting in. The business we are talking about, I said, is very, very legit. You can do it no matter your age. There is no age barrier here. I have said it, whether you're educated or not, whether you are working or you are looking for job, anything you are doing, just I am begging you to be part of this business. Use it as creating multiple sources of income for yourself. Create another way money can be coming, because the way it is now, only one source of income cannot help you. Salary is not helping anymore, because after transportation, how much left for you and your family? By the corner is September, school are about to resume. Many are asking, how do I meet up my children's school fees? But if you can be part of this business, I am telling you, you will smile and you will appreciate me. So if you want to get me online, call this number I'm gonna call now. Please get your jotter and your biro and write it down. The first number is 070 63 499 436. 070 63 499 436. Please, if my manager or my PA pick, kindly discuss with them. Don't say it's a voice of a woman I had on the air. Why is there a man answering me? Please relax and answer them. Then the second one is 070 67 00 97 67. 070 67 00 97 67. If you are coming, be calling. If you don't know the way, 41 Shasha Road is the venue. By 12 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday, 12 noon. Then another thing I want to tell us, please, concerning this business. This is 25 years I have been in this kind of business. So I think I'm so mature to tell you that if you can be part of this business, you have nothing to regret about. You don't have any fear. If you have tried one and maybe you didn't get what you expected of, with this one I'm doing, I know where their head office is in abroad. I know the company very well. So you don't have any fear to be part of this company. So, and another thing I want to tell you is that there are lots and lots you can benefit here, more especially the weekly pay. They pay weekly. You have an opportunity of traveling outside the country as an incentive, free of charge. You also have the opportunity of driving good cars, living in a comfortable home. In fact, VMAS is all about building a better life for all. So I encourage you to be part of this business. Don't forget to call this number 070 63 070 63 499 436. 070 63 499 436 or 070 67 00 9767. If you are coming, just say yes, either to WhatsApp or text message. Yes to us. That is tomorrow. Please, it's very, very important. God bless you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Madam Success. I sincerely appreciate you coming. We need the money, oh.
Yes, so it's very important. We need the money.
People are begging.
It is so difficult out there. God. I don't know how Nigerians are coping. I don't know how the citizens of this country, some people today in this country are feeding. So you are there, you have listened. Try and make headway. Don't stop complaining about the condition of the country. Yeah, you have to make it. You have to make move for your family to smile.
Thank you so much, Madam Success. I sincerely appreciate you coming around. So let me take a few messages. Good evening, Esther. Please, let's give the opposition, especially the obedience, a little credit. It's not as if they do not know, they are not doing anything at all. They are really trying their best to defend Peter Obi at any time and to call out the government when the need arises. I commend the entire crew and air. You people are doing a good job. Keep it up. I'm Silva from Idimo. Okay, Esther, when will you talk about the only sane governor in Nigeria now? Okay, there are so many sane governors, so it's not just particularly one person. Good evening, Esther and the guest. Chief of Defense Staff making a mere statement that the world is aware Jonathan should continue with his private life, otherwise he'll be disgraced. On the 2027 electoral reform all the way. Thank you, online chief from Ayobo. Esther, good evening to you all in the studio. No matter how much you treat a madman, the sign is always there. Don't you think that Mr. Bart's frequent visit to Brazil is for the renewal of his private private business. He knows how to do best. If Nigerians are waiting for anything good, it may not happen. Okosisi from Amowo or Dofi. Esther, good evening, and the wonderful men with you there. Please, Esther, the problems of the opposition, especially ADC coalition, every one of them wants to be president. What I want them to do is to choose a trusted person, and Nigerian people like that person. Let him contest and he will win. Israel from Mafoluku. All right, Israel, well done. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal Ekundaya. My name is Chike from Akpakpa, Witches and Wizard endorsed. Hey, wait, Chike, it's not me and you in this message. All right, good evening, Esther, Ambassador, Mr. Lawal Ekundaya. Please let them protest concerning this electoral reform because they're keeping quiet, no reaction at all. I guess protest should be done. Thank you. Chidalu from Ladipo. Good evening, Esther, Ambassador, Mr. Ekundaya. Esther, our complaint every time would not bring solution to any of our issues in Nigeria. These politicians have already decided the results of the coming elections. I don't want to believe that, and I want you to disabuse your mindset from that, okay? If we don't begin to organize ourselves and articulate our opinions on steps to move this country forward, what happened in 2023 may just be child's play compared with 2027. Nigerians are brilliant people now. Let all Nigerians begin to demand for genuine electoral and judicial reforms by marching to the National and State Assembly before 2027. Humanity from Ikorodu. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen and lady in the studio. To be told, there is no way Tinubu will allow a free and fair election to be conducted in Nigeria as long as he's still there occupying that seat in Aso Rock. I therefore enjoin the good people of this country to rise up and take back Nigeria by protesting seriously against injustice. Boyesen from Afromedia. Okay, interesting times indeed. Good evening, Madam Esther. Good evening to you too. Okay, Esther, good evening. Lekon from Lagos. Abacha said in his time, if insecurity lasts 24 hours, the government knows about it. You can see that the president doesn't have the political will because of the elections in 2027. He's cruising in Japan, later Brazil. 47 people were killed in Katsina in 48 hours. Yesterday, killings in Plateau. More Nigerians have been killed in this 2 years of this government than 8 years of Buhari. I want to ask, this wasteful, unnecessary and unfruitful traveling by the president, how many investment has it brought into the country? Are other countries watching the news concerning the country? Rather, 7.2 million private, public and SMSs and have shut down by the obnoxious policies and taxing the daylight of Nigerians that has turned the people to beggars and a mudgery in the midst of plenty. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. All right, Liko, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Madam Esther Machkan, Barrister Darlington Agumor. Esther, please tell Barrister Darlington that na our papa ibiu, we don't get another one. Fellow Nigerians, it's time to stand up and demand for electoral reforms and choose leaders with capacity, integrity, and compassion come 2027, with people like Peter and the likes in New Nigeria as possible. Prince Samuel Ufobisi Oji. All right, Prince Samuel, well done. Good evening, crew. Lekon, I think Lekon, I've read your message. Okay. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Esther, you are so lucky that you answer me.
Thank
if not, you see me tomorrow in your house.
All the way from Chicago. Wow.
Yes.
You have an aura. Okay,
I've called you 36 times.
Sorry, Mabinu.
This is what I want to say, Esther.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything because we have representative there. We have people that you are greeting.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
And I greet my darling.
Well done,
yes,
sir.
The only thing I want you to do now is just to be saying amen. Okay. I want to pray for my country.
All right.
Okay?
All right, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Oba.
Amen.
God.
Amen.
Whoever, no matter how powerful you are, no matter how position you are in Nigeria, and you are punishing people of Nigeria, let more mouth fight people.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for calling. All right. Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
So shall it be.
Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Okay, Mr. Darlington at the Kontayo. Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
sir.
You people are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Please, I don't want to. This is Joe from Ijaniki. I don't want to take so much of your time.
Okay.
It is very what Darlington said concerning electoral reform. It is in the mind of so many Nigerians. Do you understand? But the issue is that how do we start? Who are the people that are supposed to, take this thing forward so that we can start from there? You have said something about this electoral reform, but so many people were like, "How do we start? How do we start?" Can somebody answer me what is supposed to do? The necessary people that are supposed to give this message so that we can keep a date, even if it means marching to National Assembly. Let us make it a date so that people's mind will be rest. A lot of people are clamoring for this. Please, can we say something about it?
All right.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you.
We are going to Esther.
Sir?
The opposition should do that. Atiku Obi and any other opposition.
Amaechi, El-Rufai.
Write to the IG that you people want to go on protest in National Assembly to see for electoral reform. Simple. It's your right. Simple.
Okay.
That's the only way these people can wake up. Nobody can deny you that right. But when you sleep on your right, who will now come and beg you to take it? You should protest, because if it were the other side, the APC, I am telling you, their own protest will be every day.
Good evening, all protocols observed. Please, I love one of Peter Obi's son. My father trained us to be independent of his achievement, and that is why he lived his life not depending on disturbing his father's. Compare him to the president's son. Oh, okay, no.
Bill Gates, with all his money, when he resigned from the conglomerate, he only gave his children 10% of his wealth, and the other one to charity.
This person says, Brass Darlington, please never honor any person's invitation to you, because the country and intention of people are full of evil. Okay.
I don't even know them.
Shakanade, good evening to you. Good evening, VOP. Let APC leave Peter Obi's son alone. He's a responsible young man. My name is Audu from Dokbemu. They should focus on correcting the damage done to the Nigerian economy rather than talking about Obi's son. How responsible is the president's son? Where has he worked before? What is he doing at the moment? Well, he has a lot of big businesses. There's even one of the advertising agencies.
He's in charge of this in Lagos State.
Yes,
in Lagos State, the whole Lagos State.
How did he get to that place? You should come and tell us, how did he get to that place?
Yeah, did he read adverts?
Or how did he get to take over everything like that?
All right, Esther, good evening to you too. Mr. Darlington, Mr. Lawal, may you guys' days belong. Amen. Ochale from Ifakoijai Oba. APC can't distract us with Peter Obi's son's issue. They have proven to us that they have run out of solutions to the problems Nigeria is facing. Good evening, VOP, and most admirable and eloquent Esther. Thank you. My greetings to your analysts in the house. I wanted to listen to this video about Isa El Buba. I have listened to it very well. Thank you so much. Okay. Quite a lot of messages, but we need to wrap up. Esther, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Good evening, VOP family. Esther, GEJ is enjoying the call on him. If you are in his shoes, you would do same till last day, even if he doesn't want. It's helping to erase many falsehood, propaganda, issues of lies and narratives targeted at him in 2015. Amaechi from Mafuluku. All right. Good evening, Esther. The problem I have with this current government is that they are all confused, doing the wrong thing at the right time. Mr. President is busy traveling over the world, learning nothing. Tony from Ushudi. Esther, I don't see ADC party getting ahead. Besides, let us talk about INEC. Without reliable referee, we are wasting our time. Chidu from Ogun State. I want to change my polling unit to where I can vote closer to my area. How do I go about it on the portal? If you cannot get it on the portal, go to a local government close to you. When the physical registration commences, they will help you do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap up right about now. We have other programs coming up. Barrister Darlington, in a few seconds, what's your take?
Let the opposition not say that I did not talk or advise them. Let them go on a protest concerning electoral reform.
Okay.
Not once, not twice. They should make it an issue, a campaign issue. Because the sitting APC, they won't even try to do that. It is you who is in the opposition. I just told you something about that woman in America who started the protest that gave freedom to the blacks, Rosa Parks. She refused to stand up on a train ride for a white man, and the protest sparked from there. So somebody must start something. You people, I've said this several years, have I not? The opposition are not doing so well as far as I'm concerned. Because I know what APC did in opposition. I know what they did in this country. And they went into the mind of Nigerians with all their propaganda, all the lies they told them. And Nigerians bought it to hook, line, and sinker. Today now we have discovered that all they told us was lies.
All right,
lies.
Mr. Lawal Kundari, what's your final take, please?
My final take is that the future of Nigeria is in our hands.
Okay.
Across board. So those who need to do the right thing should do the right thing. And if you know that what you are doing is the right thing, continue. The opposition, up your games, re-strategize, do what you want to do, because without opposition cannot be democracy.
Obviously, that's the thing.
And the presidency, the ruling party should up their game, listen to the people, and do the needful.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Lawal Kundari. Barrister Darlington, thank you for coming in today. Thank you so much. I sincerely do appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of the conversation. I'll see you on Sunday for the political spotlight. Please stay safe, be aware, watch out, don't move about anyhow at night. All right, do have yourself a wonderful evening. You are enjoying your football. For some of you who love football, please just stay home and do that. Don't put yourself into any kind of any vice or put yourself in trouble.
Watch ball. Your problem will be forgiving. You forget problem for that time.
Even at that time, that tension moment, where high blood pressure.